fans, and welcome to another French Fry Trains Minecraft train tutorial. Today, we're going to be building Union Pacific 1943, the spirit of the Union Pacific locomotive, honoring our armed forces. So let's get right into the build here. So as usual, the first step is to take a dark oak stair for the rear coupler, and we'll attach that up. Under it, a sideways dark oak fence gate. Then, on the next block down, on the rails, we're going to put 3 andesite blocks across the bottom middle, and an upside down andesite stair facing outward on either side. Then 5 andesite blocks above here. Then open a dark oak fence gate on either side of this coupler. Then come in front of it and do a 3-block tall T-shape of andesite in the center. And then hang a lantern on the second layer on either side. In front of that, we're going to do a 5x3 of andesite blocks coming out to each side of the tracks here. Then we'll put 3 smooth quartz slabs coming up this gap here for stairs, and 3 on this side. Then 3 across this top middle on the back here. Then we'll come in and grab a dark oak button here, and we're going to put a dark oak button on either side of this back on the second layer, so here and here. Then we'll swing around in front of this and do our wheels. So we'll skip 1 block forward from this and get a netherite wheel on each rail with an end rod axle. Then, on the upper hip box, we're going to put 2 rows of 5 polished andesite slabs coming out to each side. Then another set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle, and another 2 rows of 5 polished andesite slabs on the upper hip box. Then a final set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here, and also into the ends of the wheels at this end. Then on this second layer, we're going to fill the top middle 3 with andesite blocks coming down the length of this truck. Come out 1 block past where these fence gates are. Then 3 across the bottom here. Coming off the bottom block, we're going to put a row of upside down, outward facing andesite stairs, and that's going to be 18 blocks long in total. Once you have 18 blocks, 3 andesite across here. Then same thing on this side, 18 upside down andesite stairs facing outward, and that'll frame in the bottom of the fuel tank on this side here. Then we're going to come up top, and we'll fill this top middle 3 with andesite blocks down the length of the fuel tank. We'll stop at the front of the fuel tank for now, then skip 1 block forward from it down on the rails and get a netherite wheel on each rail with an end rod axle. Then same as before, 2 rows of 5 polished andesite slabs on the upper hip box coming out to each side. A second set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle, and 2 more rows of 5 polished andesite slabs on the upper hip box. Then a final set of netherite wheels and an end rod axle. Open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here, and also into the ends of the wheels down here. Then we'll fill this top middle 3 down the length of this truck with andesite block. Stop above these fence gates. In front of this, we're going to do a 5x3 of andesite. And in front of that, a 3-block tall T-shape in the center. Then hang a lantern on either side of this second layer here. In front of that, we're going to put 3 andesite stairs on the bottom middle. Then an upside down stair facing outward on either side. On top of that, a block in the center, and 2 upside down stairs facing forward on either side of that. Then we'll put 3 smooth quartz slabs coming up this gap for stairs, 3 on this side. Then 3 across the top middle. Take out a dark oak stair for the coupler, turn around and stack it up to the second block in the middle. Delete the ones we used for placement. Under it, a sideways dark oak fence gate, and open a dark oak fence gate on either side of the coupler. Now we're going to come through on the sides of the truck, and everywhere there's a wheel, put a polished andesite slab above it. Same thing here. Then do the other side. Slabs above these wheels. One more corner to go. Slabs above these wheels. Then we'll come down underneath, and everywhere there's a wheel, we're going to hang a sideways grindstone upside down in front of it. Do the same thing here. Grindstones in front of these wheels. Then we'll do the other side. Grindstones in front of these wheels. And one more corner to go. Grindstones in front of these wheels here. Then on this engineer side, on this front truck, put a bell right here. Then we're going to come back behind the fuel tank and put a brewing stand. Then 7 sideways anvils for an air tank. Then in front of that, we're going to do a crimson button, 2 skeleton skulls, and then more sideways anvils to the front of the fuel tank on this side. Then we'll come over on this side. On top of the fuel tank, we do a full line of andesite blocks. And then lined up with where that center is on the other side here, we're going to put a crimson button, a crimson sign, and another crimson sign. Then a brewing stand at the back of the fuel tank on this side. Then we'll come back up here, and on this third layer, we're going to fill this top middle 3 end to end with andesite blocks. Then on this top outside edge, we're going to take out smooth quartz slabs. And on the very top edge, we're going to go end to end on both sides with smooth quartz slabs. Then we're going to move up front here and start working on the nose. We're going to come on top of the front on the 3rd block back from the front. On the left hand side, polish andesite, a door, 3 polish andesite. Next to the door, we're going to do a red concrete and a lapis lazuli. Then polish andesite on either side. Above that, 3 polish andesite on the top middle, and a forward facing dark prismarine stair on either side. Come around behind it here. On each side, a column of 2 polish andesite, then 5 lapis lazuli across this top. Behind it, we're going to do a polish andesite, then a lapis on each side. Then polish andesite on top. Behind that, we're going to do a lapis on the bottom of each side. Then an outward facing blast furnace on either side. Polish andesite behind that. Then 3 polish andesite on each side here and here. Above that, 2 red concrete on each side, and a polish andesite. And actually we're going to change this blue stripe. It's not wide enough. So we're going to change this one and this one to lapis as well. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Change this one and this one to lapis lazuli. Then coming across here, 2 black stained glass blocks, polish andesite, 2 more black glass. Then 2 black stained glass panes on either side behind it, and then a polish andesite on each side. On the top middle, we're going to fill it in 3x4 with polish andesite, and then 4 outward facing polish andesite stairs on either side of the top here to complete the cab. Now coming off the top back of the cab, we're going to put 2 rows of 3 red concrete, then a row of white concrete, then a 3x3 of polished deep slate. Behind that, we're going to put 2 cobbled deep slate in the center and 2 iron bars on either side. Behind that, a smoker for the exhaust. Then we'll put a polished deep slate on either side of it and 3 across the back behind it. Then we're going to surround this exhaust on top with a C shape of iron trap doors. In front of these iron bars on this side, we're going to do 2 gray stained glass panes and a dark oak sign. On the other side, skip 1 block forward from the iron bars, 2 gray stained glass panes, a white one, and a dark oak sign. Then we're going to come down underneath here. In this corner, put 2 polish andesite. In this corner, 4 coming up to the top. Then put a door right here. Then on the top of each side, we'll do 2 red concrete, then a white concrete, and then we'll fill in up here to the back of this section on each side with polished deep slate. Then we'll come up under here again, polish andesite on each side, then 2 red concrete, then a white concrete, and then fill into the back on each side with polished deep slate block. Then up under here, we're going to do a 2x2 of polished andesite on each side. Then up here, 2 red concrete, white concrete, polish andesite to the back. Same thing on this side, 2 red concrete, white concrete, polish andesite to the back. Then on bottom, polish andesite, 2 red concrete, white concrete, polish andesite to the back, and same thing over here. So polish andesite, 2 red concrete, white concrete, polish andesite to the back. Then we're going to come down to the back middle on the 3rd block in, put 3 lapis lazuli, 2 black wool. Then here, a column of 5 andesite, and then 5 andesite on this side. Then we'll come in front of this. In this gap, we're going to put a column of 3 netherite, then come up the middle by 4 netherite, then 2 on the top of the end. In here, we're going to put 3 anvils, and on the side of it, we're going to do a 3x3 of iron bars. Same thing on this side, a 3x3 of iron bars. I accidentally did this side too far forward. It's supposed to be a 3x3. I'll fix it in a minute. Then we're going to come on this top back corner above the iron bars here. We're going to do a brown terracotta on each side and then light gray terracotta above it. Then in front of that, a column of 2 light gray terracotta on each side. Then in front of that, light gray terracotta on bottom, brown terracotta on top. Then in front of that, we're going to do 2 light gray terracotta on each side. Then on the front of this section on top here, we're going to put 5 brown terracotta coming across so it sticks out 1 on each side like this. Then on the side in front of this, another brown terracotta, then another brown, and then a light gray terracotta, then black terracotta, then brown terracotta, then green wool, light gray terracotta, green wool. Then on this side, copy this pattern directly across. Then 3 green wool across this end on the front. And then here is where I realized my mistake with the iron bars on that one side being too far forward. So I took out this column of iron bars because they're not supposed to be there. Then on bottom of each side, a green wool. Then 2 brown terracotta above it on each side. In front of that on each side, we're going to come forward by 2 green wool. And above those, we're going to do a 2x2 of light gray terracotta. Then on these top edges, we're going to bring light gray terracotta across the top on each side till you get to the front of this section. Then we're going to take out deep slate tile stairs, and under where it sticks out here, a full row of upside down, outward facing deep slate tile stairs. Same thing on this side here. A full row of upside down stairs. Then we'll finish off underneath here. So up under here, a green wool on bottom of each side, then another green wool above it, and another green wool above that. And then this top one will knock out and change to green wool as well. Same thing on this side here. Then in front of this, we're going to do 2 brown terracotta on each side, and then a green wall above those. Then in front of that, a light gray terracotta on the bottom, then 2 brown terracotta. Then in front of that, 2 black terracotta on each side on bottom, brown terracotta above it. In front of that, black terracotta on each side, then light gray terracotta, then brown terracotta above it. Then in front of this, 2 black terracotta on each side, brown terracotta above it. In front of that, in the top corner, we're going to do a green wool. Then under that, a brown terracotta, and under that, light gray terracotta. Then we'll come up on this top here, and in the back middle, light gray terracotta in this front middle, then brown terracotta, cobbled deep slate, light gray terracotta. Put an oak trapdoor here and surround it with iron trapdoors for a fan. Then above these iron bars on the left-hand side, we're going to put a single regular item frame. And then on this top edge, aligned with the iron bars, 3 ladders. We're going to do the same thing over here. So at the front of the iron bar section, right above it, an item frame, and then 3 ladders up here. Then we'll come in this top section up here, and where the middle is open up in here, we're going to do a full line of light gray terracotta in here. Then in the middle, 1 block from the back and 1 block from the front, put a cobbled deep slate. Then 3 black terracotta across this center here. Then around this back cobbled deep slate block, we're going to put brown terracotta on the back center and on each side. Then a light gray terracotta here. On this one, a brown terracotta here, a green wool on each side, and a light gray terracotta in front of it. Then put an oak trapdoor on each of the cobbled deep slate blocks here. Then on top of these back ones here, we're going to put dark oak slabs on the sides and the back, and an oak slab on the front. For this one, a dark oak slab at the back, then wax weathered cut copper slab on either side, oak one at the front. Then we'll come through with polished blackstone slabs and fill in all of these holes around these fans here. Next, we're going to do our brake wheel, so take out a jungle trapdoor and close it right here. Then come around on this side, 2 blocks forward from the iron bars, knock out these 2 blocks, put in deep slate tile walls. Then we'll work on this middle section here. So on the bottom at the back of it, we're going to do a lapis right here and change this one to lapis. Then fill the rest of the bottom with polished deep slate. Then at the back here, lapis here and here, fill this layer with polished deep slate. Then up here, we're going to do brown terracotta on each side, then a lapis, fill the rest with polished deep slate. Then up here on top of the back, we're going to do 2 green wool on each side, then a lapis, and fill the rest with polished deep slate. Then fill this center here with polished deep slate, then a lapis and 2 green wool. Then across this back, 2 rows of wax weathered cut copper slabs, then 3 dark prismarine slabs. On the front, 2 rows of polished deep slate slabs, 2 on each side. In this gap, open back-to-back dark oak fence gates for a horn. Then on this side, starting behind the cab down here, we're going to do 6 deep slate tile walls. Above it, 3 polished andesite, 2 red concrete, white concrete. Then 6 deep slate tile walls again. Then behind this, a white concrete, 2 polished deep slate, and 2 rows of polished deep slate above it. Behind this, a column of 2 stone brick walls. Then we'll come work on the other side. Starting from the cab here, 4 polished andesite, 2 red concrete, white concrete, polished deep slate. Come forward 1 up here, polished deep slate, white concrete, 2 red concrete, 3 polished andesite. Now we're going to come on top of the cab here. On the second block back, we'll do 2 rows of 3 iron trapdoors. Then in the middle behind it, a flower pot, then 2 rows of red carpet, then a row of white carpet, and then gray carpet across here to cover these vents, just like that. Then we're going to come over on the engineer side here, and we're going to knock out these 2 red concrete, put 2 red concrete in the gap behind it, 2 red stained glass panes here. Now come on the side here, and right here we're going to knock out a 2x4 of these blocks. And the same thing exactly aligned on that other side there. We'll fill these with white concrete on each side. And this is going to mark off where the flag will be. Now take out a white stained glass pane and put one on the side of this front window here and here, so there's rear view mirrors. Now take out light gray carpet, do a T shape on this front porch. Then we'll come across the top of this inverter box here with light gray carpet. Then skip down on this walkway and a full line of carpet to the back. Then 1 in this corner, a T shape on the back, 2 here, and then bring your carpet all the way up this side. Then 1 on this stair, and a full row up here. Then we'll do our railings, so take out iron bars. On the front corner here, we're going to come 4 up right here. Here come up 3, over 1, and a 2x2 right here. Copy it here, so here come up 4. Here will come up 3, over 1, and a 2x2 up here. Then we'll come down to the rear end. Here come up 4. Here come up 3, over 1, and then a 2x2 right here. Here come up 3, over 1, and a 2x2 up here. Here come up 4. Then we'll swing around, connect up right here, and start bringing iron bars all the way up this walkway. When we get right here, come up 1, over 1, up 1 again, and then over until it connects up with the cab. Then we'll do the other side. So come down to the back on the other side here, connect your iron bars up right here, and start bringing them forward up the walkway on this side of the locomotive. When we get right here, we're going to come straight up till you're right here, and then forward again until it connects with the cab on this side. Now we need to make banners, so come into a loom with a black banner and white dye. Horizontal on top, make the bottom half white. Switch to black dye and put a black border around it. Then take out a white banner and red dye. Make these stripes, switch to blue dye, make the top half blue. Then a new white banner, red dye. We're going to put a horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom, and in the middle. Switch to blue dye and make the top half blue. Then a new white banner again with red dye, and we're going to put a horizontal on the top, bottom, and middle. And then we can come place them. where we marked off for this flag here, we're going to put the banners like this to make the flag. We'll do the same thing on this side. Use these two banners to make flag here. Then we'll come where this item frame is and put this one on this item frame here and on this side here. Then we're going to come down where this black wool is on the back, and this black and white one needs to go up here, but first we need to grab a regular item frame. Put an item frame on top and the black and white banner in it. Then we'll come all the way up to the front here, and we're going to put this banner on the center right here. Now come up front on either side of these iron bars, a glow item frame with glowstone, then a glow item frame on the top center of the nose with glowstone. On either side up here, we're going to put a dark oak sign with 1943. Same thing on this side. Then we'll hit both of those signs with white dye and a glow ink sac. Then we'll come down and detail the rear end here. Back here, on this second block down in the middle, a glow item frame with glowstone, then one on each side down here with glowstone. Then on each top outside edge, we're going to put a birch sign with 1943. Then we'll hit these signs with blue dye and a glow ink sac. Then on this side next to this item frame, 2 birch buttons. Come over here, 2 birch buttons here. Then where this sticks out, we're going to put a full row of birch buttons to represent lettering. And same thing on the other side, a full row of birch buttons up here. Then we're going to come up front on the side of the nose, and on the side of every lapis lazuli block, put a birch button. And then same thing on this side. Now, if you don't like how the flag looks on the side here, there's also a second way to do the flag, and I'll modify it to show you how here. We'll go ahead and take off all these banners and knock out the white concrete. Then we're just going to use TNT and lapis lazuli to make a flag like this. And we can do the same thing on this side. Take out these banners, all the white concrete, and then use TNT and lapis to make a flag like this. It's up to you which flag you want to use. Now we'll do the interior, so come on in through the nose door here. We're going to put an end portal in this corner, then a column of smooth sandstone slabs to the bottom of the window here, and same thing on this other side. On the side here, stack up your slabs 2 blocks tall, 2 blocks tall on the black middle, and 2 blocks tall on this side. Then in the middle, use your slabs to make a staircase coming down. In this back middle, a blast furnace, glowstone, then a stair on each side for seats. Over here, a slab. On the top middle, a glow item frame with an end crystal, and on the right, a lever. Then we'll come down here, turn around, and put a door right there. And now the interior is done. And there we have it, folks. We've completed Union Pacific 1943. I hope you enjoyed the build here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.